Yes2HealthyEating is dedicated to empowering the modern day busy Christian woman to transform her relationship with food and thrive within weight reduction. This modern day busy Christian woman, she has time to serve in church, to run her business, to work on her spiritual well-being, to get her higher education qualification. But when it comes to nutrition, it feels like a constant battle and a journey of going around in circles, especially with the constant stream of misinformation out there. She wants solid answers, to be anchored and not overwhelmed. As a dietitian, when you go through your degree and your clinical training, you are equipped to treat various nutrition-related conditions and symptoms. My first dietitian role was working in a hospital, which meant that I had the opportunity to give dietary advice to patients with various conditions such as diabetes, anorexia, malnutrition, gastrointestinal conditions, alcohol dependencies, As a general dietitian, I saw them all. And then I worked as a more specialist dietitian working with patients who had suffered a stroke. A lot of these patients were subconscious and they needed a tube to receive all their nutrition because the muscles in their throat were affected by their brain damage. As I was working in the hospital environment and I would see all of these patients who were unwell, I always knew that I wanted to work in prevention. I wanted to prevent people from being admitted to hospital in the first place. And many patients who I saw were also living with obesity. They also had excess weight, and the scientific evidence shows us that this actually increases your risk of many diseases that are driving people into hospital in the first place. It's related to heart disease, to cancer, to diabetes. And so I knew that I wanted to work in this area because it would mean that I could support people to live a healthy lifestyle, to help live, their life's purpose without disease stopping them from doing that. There is so much scientific evidence that strongly demonstrates that living a healthy lifestyle can prevent people from getting these diseases that are driving them into hospital in the first place. Many of these diseases start with having excess adipose tissue, that's excess body fat, which can lead to inflammation. And this led me on to my passion for weight management. Yes2HealthyEating launched in November 2020, and in March 2021, I released registration for my 10 kilogram Fat Loss Academy course, which is a very comprehensive package. And guess what happened? If you are a woman of faith like me, you will know that there are no coincidences at all. Only Christian women signed up. And guess what that meant for me? It means that in our coaching course, I had the freedom to discuss faith, to discuss Jesus, and how it all interlinks with living healthily. But even more than that, as I coached these women, as I heard their stories, as I heard the barriers that they were facing, I had this huge revelation where I casted my mind to a time when I was facing the very same struggles. I struggled with my weight for years. I had walked their journey. I knew what it felt like to be uncomfortable in my own skin. I knew what it felt like for people to talk negatively about my weight, to be overwhelmed with all the different diets on the internet. I knew what it felt like to be stuck. I personally experienced the pains of starting but not finishing, and having no clarity on how to lose weight effectively, or eating diet food which tasted horrible, all in the name of trying to lose weight. If you are the modern day busy Christian woman, which I spoke of earlier, I want you to know that it doesn't have to be this way, and it doesn't have to take all your time or mental energy. I am here on this platform to empower you to say yes to a happy, healthy, delicious lifestyle in Jesus.